All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm gonna do a meal prep for you guys. We are gonna do a meal prep for you guys. I'm doing a lot of it. I did all the brain power, but James is gonna do a lot of the work too. So I've got a couple of breakfasts that are gonna happen. We've got some overnight oats, which James is going to experiment with, so you won't see the product here. It's gonna be in its own separate video.
Misadventures.
A little misadventures of the mister. Hopefully he doesn't ruin our breakfast for next week. And then I'm gonna make some stuff for bagel sandwiches. Got some bacon out here, got some scrambled eggs coming. I'm also going to do a cilantro lime cauliflower rice, and I'm gonna do a pasta salad, which is the hit from my childhood. What else am I gonna make? We are gonna make an ice cream recipe, and I'm gonna bag up some smoothie mixes, and I feel like there was one other thing. Maybe not, I forgot. But anyway, so we're gonna get to work. Let me get started. All right, I am gonna get the bacon started, and for this, I'm gonna do it in the air fryer because I can't cook bacon if it's not in the air fryer. I don't know how to explain that, but that just is what it is. So I'm gonna go preheat the air fryer, and then I'm gonna cut the bacon in half and drop it in there. All right, now I'm gonna move on to the riced cauliflower, the, what is it? The cilantro lime cauliflower. So we have these, which are shelf-stable cauliflower. So I'm gonna drain it really quick. And then I've got my limes that I'm going to both zest and squeeze into the mix. And we have cilantro, which is fresh from James's garden, somewhere in here. It got washed and now it's drying, so. Yes, that is fresh from James's garden, just for us.
Boom.
So let me get this rice ready to go and then get it in the skillet. While I'm doing that, I'm also gonna put this tricolor rotini in the pot to boil. That'll be for the pasta salad, which you'll see me finish making in just a bit. And as soon as I get that done, I'm gonna get the scrambled eggs going. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the pasta salad. So I cooked the pasta. This is well past al dente, which is good for the kind of salad that we're making. So I've separated, I put half of it in this container, which is where it's gonna live, because I need it to cool down. So I'm gonna put that to the side. Now I'm gonna do something. This is not part of the original recipe of this, but it's something that I did last time because we had this in the refrigerator, and I don't know why or who bought this, but I decided I would put this in the pasta salad, and it was so good. So, many of you have probably had this pasta salad before. It's really just meant to be eaten cold, and I think usually there's like olives in it. I think I've seen like pimento in it before. I don't like any of that shit, yo. So what I put in it, honestly, is just pepperoni and the Italian dressing, because I'm simple like that. I remember eating this as a kid and I had to pick everything out. And so when it became my turn to cook this for dinner, I just wouldn't put any of it in, and I made everybody else mad because I'm petty like that, I guess. It's okay, everybody lived. So I'm just gonna chunk up this cheese so I can put it in there. I think I let it get a little too soft. I took it out of the fridge at the beginning of meal prep and now it's like soft cheese instead of cold hard cheese. Yeah. And you can play around with what you put in it. Last time I made this, I put in bacon bits and pepperoni. You can put in salami. A lot of people put in sopressata. Like, you know, pick your Italian meats and put it in there. I'm just gonna go with pepperoni today, and even spicier than that, I got the pepperoni minis so that I don't have to chop up the pepperoni. This is truly the laziest meal prep you've ever seen. So I'm just gonna bring this over. I'm gonna drop a good number of those in. There's literally no measuring here, it doesn't matter. Stir that around a bit. Trying to make sure it's not too hot when I drop the cheese in, because I don't want it to completely melt. I'm gonna put in about half the cheese now. Give that a little stir around. You could probably do this all at once, but my bowl is so small. Now I'm gonna put the rest of the noodles in, rest of the cheese, a little more pepperoni, and what?
They're so big.
Oh.
That's not gonna fit.
All right, a little more pepperoni.
I feel like I'm misadventurous with all the measuring you're doing.
I mean, it's not a misadventure because I've done it before. And now, just got some Italian dressing that I'm gonna pour over it.
Good and gather. Cool.
Give it a mix. I know that I usually will eat a bowl of this right when it's made, and it has an interesting flavor profile when it's warm. And I like it that way, but it's meant to be eaten cold, and it tastes much better when it's cold.
When you say a bowl, you mean you get like a smaller bowl?
Yes, not like this is a family size serving. So I will eat this for a couple of days this week. I don't know if James plans on having any.
It's good, so I probably will.
Yeah, so you just want to wet the noodles, and remember you're going to eat it cold, so it might look a little soupy right now, but it will not be. It will dry up. The noodles will really soak in that Italian dressing. Here is the chicken that James deboned, so that is going to go with the cauliflower lime rice and some black beans and some avocado as just like a big bowl of delicious. All right, now I'm going to do the scrambled eggs for the bagel sandwiches that are gonna be the other breakfast option this week. So I'm just going to take 6 eggs, and I don't know why I'm grabbing all of them at once, like I can hold 6 eggs in my hands. I cannot. Basically gonna put these in here, scramble them up. Can you guys crack an egg with one hand? I cannot, I've tried to. It does not end well.
Sometimes.
Let me know in the comments if you can, if that's a talent. What's the trick? How do I do that? Just gonna get those mixed up here. And we'll add some cheese. Because I'm not adding any milk or anything to them, I beat them extra long so that they get a little air in them, get a little extra air in them. and get a little fluffier than they would. I'm only gonna put a little bit of cheese, or what I consider a little bit of cheese, because the bagel sandwiches themselves will have cheese on them. I pulled a James. And so, don't need a ton of cheese. Add a little bit of pepper.
Little bit.
Yep. Now it's time to cook them. Gonna just drop these eggs in here. And let them get nice and scrambled. Should have gotten a spatula before I started this, but I didn't. Because I'm smart. Here we go. So the last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna portion out some smoothie stuff. So I've got this frozen strawberry and banana mix from Target. The smoothies are gonna go with apple juice, but I'm not gonna portion out the apple juice right now. I'll just pour it into the cup when I make the smoothie. And I'm also adding some baby spinach to it. So I'm just gonna get this bag. This is a half cup measurement. It's not really half a cup of fruit, because there's a lot of space left in this cup, but you know, whatever comes out, like literally just that much fruit. Then I'm just gonna shove spinach in there. And these are gonna go in the freezer, but this way they're just ready to go when I pull it out. And so I'll add apple juice and ice.
How much juice do you put in?
I don't exactly measure it, but one time I did measure it, and it was a little bit over a quarter of a cup. So not really that much. So that's gonna be the smoothie bag. It's just so I don't have to pull all these things out in the morning as I'm getting ready to go. All right, so this is what we came up with. So we've got the cilantro, lime, cauliflower rice. That's gonna go with the chicken that got pulled off the bone. I'm gonna put some black beans that are already in a can and some avocado with that and just make it a big bowl of delicious. We have our pasta salad that I made up, and then here was the remaining pasta. So that's just like one portion for whoever wants, or it's probably two portions. For whoever wants, you can have like a butter noodle or put some sauce on it, whatever you want to do with that. I've got the eggs for the bagel sandwiches. And then, oh, I forgot to pull the bacon. I already put the bacon away. All right, well, there's also bacon. Here are the smoothie packs that I made up. Those are gonna go in the freezer and be ready to pull out and add the apple juice to it. We've got our overnight oats, which you will see that James concocted in another video. And then here's the ice cream that we made up, and you'll also see that in another video. So that's our meal prep for the week, and we're gonna eat good.
Peace.
Thanks for watching.